779-0985. Cerrone is back. Last week, the wonderful, the phenomenal Kendra Middleton filled in. What's up, Kendra? She put them deuces up. Yeah, she's hoodied out. What's the character from what's his name from Star Wars? Always got the hoodie on. Well, they all wear hoodies to some degree.
Yeah, yes, it's a Jedi thing, man.
No, but who's the one that shows up like as a hologram? But
the Sith, the Lord Sith. Oh.
Man, Kendra got the Lord Sith, Lady Sith going on today, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Cerrone, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. Yourself, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I hear the joy. I hear the laughter. You took time. See, that's what happens when you go on vacation. What did you do, man? I need to know. What did you do?
Well, it seems like we ain't been on since it was cold out, but just vacation last week with the family. We went down to the greatest place on earth. Took the kids to Orlando, and we did the 2-part thing, which was pretty cool, especially when you do it with your family. It's really special.
Yeah.
Last night there, we was able to do. We did Disney and all that stuff. Took the kids on old school rides at the Space Mountain. They really enjoyed that. But real quick, when I was a kid on Space Mountain, I think it used to have like stars and asteroids in there as you're on the ride. It was pitch black.
Really?
And you couldn't see anything, but it made it that much more fun.
Okay.
But the whole setup reminded me of The Incredibles. It was pretty cool. But we was able to hang around, missed the fireworks at the castle.
Oh, no.
We missed it. We can hear it in the background. We was in the line for the Tron ride for about an hour or so. We missed the fireworks, so I was disappointed. Wanted to see that. Park was closing. We get off Tron. We're heading out. Park's closed. People are leaving. And then we see a few people coming in, so we kind of hung around, went to the stores, the shops, whatever. We ended up hanging around till midnight. Park been closed. Just so happened that night, they had a special ticket, special invite thing only for a special happily ever after event that they were having that night. And we just happened to be in there, and they didn't throw us out. So we got to see a private fireworks display. It was maybe 100 people were out there.
Wow.
And we sat right there in the middle and saw the happily ever after fireworks thing right in the middle. No crowds. We sat down and just watched it. And it was the perfect way to end the trip. Everybody sitting over there with a little twinkle in their eye, a little emotional. But it was one of the coolest fireworks displays I've ever seen. But to do it when there was nobody there and we had basically a little Main Street thing to ourselves, that was pretty cool. A cool way to end the vacation. So Disney was all right with me. I got no complaints.
Well, none
whatsoever. None of the social media complaining you saw either. Like, oh, you can't do anything. It's dead. It was like, no, there was none of that.
Wow. Man, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm so happy for you and your family. And in honor of that, I'm going to do something that people may laugh at. I don't care. I'm just going to sing a little bit. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who.
Man, when they shot the Tinkerbell out of the castle, my lips started quivering.
Desires will come. Jiminy Cricket. My goodness. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about today. Welcome back, Cerrone. But before we do that, y'all know the deal. We got to do the music of the day. I simply was riding around, being reminded of the greatness of DJ Premier, and then that led me down the road of, well, let me go listen to some great DJ Premier tracks, which led me to the one and only Biggie Smalls. So we're going to do Biggie.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Once again, it's the Leroy and Cerrone Show. The number is 617-779-0985. We got to talk about the Celtics, LeBron, the Patriots. I don't know what's going on with Tom Brady. Can we call it a midlife crisis? Can we? Or is it something else? Wrestling? Brady, come on now. The World Cup and so much more. Now, the way we had things planned out, Cerrone, it was one way, but I'm sorry. The Red Sox, man. They are on fire. 11 in a row. They beat the Rays in a doubleheader yesterday. Just unbelievable. Back at 500, 48-48 But it got me thinking, obviously it's a remarkable turnaround. There's still a lot of baseball left to play. Everything could fall apart. But let's be honest, people. At the beginning of the season, the city, the region, we had all dismissed them. Just wrote them off and said, enough with these guys. This is clown stuff. We're not dealing with it. People were calling for boycotts. And it seems like something that we go through either every season now with them or every other season. But
every summer.
But it is a remarkable turnaround as it is right now. But their resurgence, Cerrone, to me, raises a bigger question about patience in sports. So in a world where everyone expects instant results, is it still fair to give teams, players, and organizations the time needed to develop and build something sustainable? And what's that time period for you?
Ooh, let's see. They got to look at the Red Sox situation. New manager. How long has he been in the job? How long has he had the position?
Right, not long.
He came in, not long at all. He came in, the place was on fire, and they gave him a cup of water and said, put it out. And thrown in a tough spot. Players got hurt. Your young star, we thought we had the conversation before the season started, was Roman Anthony now on the new Mount Rushmore of Boston superstars.
We sure did.
He hasn't been there. We had that conversation. We had him up there with Drake May and Jason Tatum. We absolutely did, and we'll admit that. He hasn't been there. He's been hurt. The young players have been hurt, but it seems like since then, that's when they kind of found their stride. They've been on a roll. So I think you have to, a new manager or put a new coach or whatever, you got to give them time to put whatever in they're trying to do. Any changes they're trying to make, you got to give it time for it to work and see if it'll work. But I think with teams, man, I think every sport is kind of different, but I do believe like in the NFL, if you bring in a new head coach who brings in new players, I think you got to give him a cycle. You got to give him a whole, this player was drafted, he made it through his rookie deal. Where are we at the end of this deal? After his 3 or 4 years. If it's not working, then you let a guy go. The NBA the same way. You bring in a new head coach, he gets his number 1 draft pick, AJ DeBanster comes in. You can't fire him by the All-Star break and say it's not working on the kid's rookie year. Give him time. Give him, I'd say, 3-4 years time to get his stuff going. If it's not working by then, let him go. But today we live in a microwave society where everybody wants everything right now. We want microtransactions in pro sports. I want it now. Spend money now. Make my guy better right now, today. And when it doesn't happen, we want to fire everybody. And I don't think you can do that. But in the Red Sox case, I think we still have to be patient with them. But we got to give them credit for not quitting, for fighting through this, staying with it as a team, and continuing to win baseball games. And now we always say this. We say this all the time. Sports is confidence. When everybody believes, all of a sudden you can win basketball games. Celtics won 54 games, and I swear to God, 35 of them were because they had effort and they believed in themselves, not because they were better on that night.
I know for me, Cerrone, when it comes to a season, and I'm going to use the Red Sox, obviously, as an example because that's who we're talking about, but throughout sports, I'm going back to the way I used to think about sports. Until they're mathematically eliminated, they have a chance.
Yep,
and I have fallen into the trap of when things don't start off great to automatically dismiss a team. I did the same thing with the Red Sox this season. Many of us did. And again, I'm not saying that they are going to finish out the season and be, World Series contenders. We don't know that. Things may fall apart. We don't know. But you have to give them credit for where they are today. And for me, I'm a little bit embarrassed because I've done this over and over again. I've fallen into the trap of society of what you said, microwave results. We want them quick. And if you don't see something instantly, then you are supposed to dismiss that team, that person, that experience, whatever. I'm not doing that anymore, especially in sports. Mathematically eliminate it, and then I'll be like, okay. It's kind of like a lot of us have played sports before. I don't know about you, Cerrone. If let's say we were playing in a basketball game together, right? And we're down by 20 points at halftime. I don't believe you give up. I'm not giving up. I look at it like we got an entire another half and we just need to put in the work and we can do it.
And the other team, they got up 20 and a half. We can get that 20 back in a half the same way they got up. It's the same amount of time. We can make up the difference. And
so as a fan, I should know better. And I used to operate this way as a fan. Hey, it looks crazy right now, but there's still time. I will no longer, and if I do, somebody please remind me, but I will no longer dismiss or eliminate or express. It's okay to express frustration with a team, but to talk as if it's over before they're mathematically eliminated, I'm no longer doing that anymore. Not at all.
Unless you had situations like you had in the NFL or in the NBA this past season where you clearly see teams are losing on purpose.
They're tanking on purpose. Yeah.
They're putting lineups out there. They're doing things that are like, wait a minute, what are we doing? The Utah Jazz sitting everybody from all half of the season. Like you could see that winning is not on the table for them. It's a situation a couple years ago with the Patriots. People were calling in mad that they were winning football games. Like, what are they doing? Like, we know situations where losing benefits the team. We can see them trying to do that. But in some of these cases where they're out there playing hard, you got to give them credit. You got to give them benefit of the doubt until they're eliminated.
That's right. 617-779-0985 is the number. Hit us up. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, Cerrone, you've been gone for a little bit. I know Celtics fans.
A lot of things done happened.
Yeah, they want to hear about how you feel about the whole Jaylen Brown situation with the Celtics. We will talk about that next. It is a Biggie Smalls Music Saturday. Lady Sith is still in the building. Kendra Middleton. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? He's Cerrone Battle. I'm Leroy Irvin. It's 9-5, the Sports Hub. Boston. Great job.
Thank you.
By the way, the Lady Sith is walking out the Don't hurt nobody out there. Don't hurt anybody. Lord have mercy. Looking devious. Like she's just gonna
the dark side.
Yeah, man, the dark side is with her today. I don't know what's going on. But no, for real, Cerrone. Early edition yesterday, NBC Sports Boston. You were on. Phenomenal job. And one of the things that you said was that you still expect the Celtics to win 50-plus games. And I am in total agreement with you. However, and I don't want to get caught up in the Celtics not getting enough back in the deal. I think most of us agree with that. But my question to you, on behalf of so many who love to hear what you have to say about the Celtics, was it the right time to move on from Jaylen Brown, or did they make a franchise-altering mistake?
It wasn't a mistake. You know how I feel about Jaylen Brown. You're going to get me in trouble.
All right, say what you got to say.
You know how I feel. And look.
And say it with your chest.
I am. I'm glad I'm in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics told you what I've been telling you for the past 3 or 4 or 5 years. He's not as valuable as you think he is.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
He's extremely valuable to the community. Let's get that out first. Extremely valuable, and I'm happy that he's still going to continue to do the things and the plans that he had for the city. He could have been a politician. It still can be. I wouldn't be surprised one day if this young man ends up being a senator or something like that. I've said that from the time he was drafted. And this whole idea of, the Celtics didn't want him because he was too smart. The Celtics drafted him because he was smart. They talked about it draft night when y'all booed them. Remember that? You booed the Celtics and Danny Ainge for drafting this kid. And they were like, well, he can't shoot, he can't dribble. What can he do? And Danny Ainge said, you know what? He's a brilliant young man. He's smart. Oh, we don't want to hear about how smart he is. The Celtics knew then how smart he was. All the documentaries and shows and everything about Jaylen Brown from the time he's drafted talked about his intelligence, going to Cal and the chess club and all the stuff he was doing, the stuff he was doing at Harvard and MIT from early on in his career. They loved that part of it. The part they didn't like, and Brad Stevens talked about it briefly in his press conference, we can't have 2 guys taking up 70% of our usage. I put this on Twitter last week. Jaylen Brown had the highest usage rate of any Celtic in Celtic history, which means usage just basically measures how often you have the ball. Yep. How much of the time of the game do you have the ball in your hands? He had the ball in his hands more than any player in Celtics history. Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Paul Pierce, Jason Tatum, Havlicek, none of them touched the basketball more than Jaylen Brown did last season. And Brad said, we can't have, now when Tatum come back, I can't have 2 guys with the ball that much, because he knew he can't come back next season and tell Jaylen Brown, hey, man, we need to drop that usage down from 38% down to 20 again. He knew that wasn't going to happen. We all understand that. You can't come in to ask him to take a back seat again. And with this extension. I know him and Paul George make the same amount of money now, but he's due for an extension, I think, this summer or whatever it is, that would pay him $70 million a year. The highest paid player in the league today makes $59. Are you paying Jaylen Brown $11 million a year more than Jokic? Think about that for a minute. Don't speak as a fan. Think about it if you're the GM of the Boston Celtics and you're sitting there like, I got to pay him $70 million, because guess what happens now? I got to pay Tatum $72. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you got a bunch of Paul Georges on your team because you can't bring anybody else in. A bunch of Mike Conleys. That's what you end up with. We knew this day was going to come. We talked about this on air when he signed the $300 million deal. I was on here with Joe Murray at the time. We talked about the window is now. They have to win now because you're not going to keep them together. You can't have two guys making $600 million. That's simple. We talked about it then. We knew this day was coming. The only thing people got mad at was the return. I think the return upset a lot of people. But that to me, that tells me that the rest of the league didn't value him the way you did. Mm-hmm. Because you wanted, how come we didn't get Giannis? They took Tyler Hero over him instead. That should have told you right then and there. But a lot of teams were like, nah, we good. We're all set. And you got mad at that. What are you mad? You think Brad Stevens wanted the worst deal possible and sent him to a team that he's probably going to play game one? No, that was the best deal he could get at the time. This is what I got. I'm sorry. I got to do it. And his value is not as high around the league. It is what it is. Jaylen Brown's a good basketball player. He's a phenomenal basketball player. I understand you keep throwing out. He was finals MVP. There was a lot of guys that were finals MVP that weren't the best player on the team. Happens all the time. Stop it. You didn't think Cornbread Maxwell was the best player in the Celtics, did you? No, I thank you. So when they traded him for Bill Walton, the old washed-up guy with bad feet, did you complain or was you happy that Bill Walton came in, who was Paul George in 1984, 85, playing for the Clippers with ice on his feet? They traded the finals MVP for that guy. But guess what ended up happening? The 86 Celtics. Yep. You won. He played limited role, came off the bench for you, sixth man of the year, you won a championship. That's all you need from Paul George. Not saying he's going to be sixth man of the year, or this is the 86 Celtics. But let's not act like we didn't get rid of young talent for aging guys to help you win. The 08 Celtics was built because you traded away all your young assets. And we all question, what are you doing that for? KG's washed. Ray Allen's washed. P.J. Brown is washed. Posey is washed.
Folks loved Al Jefferson.
Al Jeff, we wanted Al around. How you going to get rid of young Jeff Green as a top 3 pick in the draft? What are we doing? Ray Allen had bad ankle injuries. You traded Marcus Banks away for Rondo, and people were like, Rondo can't shoot. There was always a complaint. Tony Allen got shipped out of here. All these guys that were good players, you had to get rid of them to add something else. Not saying this is – look, I understand what they did and why they did it, but this is not the first time something like this has happened. Jaylen Brown's a good player. The fans love him. But the love on the court for Jaylen Brown around the NBA was not the same as it was off the court. And it is what it is. I mean, yeah, if I would have traded him for Giannis in a heartbeat. Yes, absolutely. And y'all complained about that. And then the rest of the league was like, nah, we ain't giving you – you can get Paul George and that's it. Take it or leave it. Now, let's be fair here. We're in this situation because Paul George roasted Jaylen Brown in the first round of that series.
You think so?
He shot 50-55, Leroy.
No, I'm saying I get that. That's a fact. But I'm saying
losing in the first round to a play-in team that you were up 3-1 led to them saying we got to do something. We sat here after it happened, said they got to do something.
Gotta shake it up. Yep.
They got to shake this thing up. It has to happen. Paul George shot 50% from the floor, 55% from three against the guy that constantly said, I'm the best two-way player in the NBA. Well, how'd this guy cook you? How did Edgecombe cook you? How did Maxey cook you when it was your turn to get him? And then after that, you said, this was a fantastic season for me. They were like, you know what, bro? You know what? But then the Giannis thing pops up. You got to take that phone call. That's Giannis. And now all of a sudden, you all said, I wasn't here, but I listened. We don't want Giannis. We don't need Giannis. Now that LeBron's about to join Giannis, well, what are we going to do in the East? Oh, you could have had him. But all the complaining and all the whining and everything else, didn't want to give up Hugo, whatever the Celtics, whatever it was, you said no to it. You could have had Giannis in the building with Jason Tatum and ran the East for the next 3 years. Ran it. But no. But back to the original point, I still think this team wins more than 50 games because 95% of the time, you are going to have the best player on the floor.
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum is the better player. Jason Tatum came in. He showed you from day one he's the better rebounder. He's the better passer. He's the better scorer. He draws more attention and makes the right plays over and over again. They're still going to win 50-plus games. But we'll get on the other side.
Yes, sir. I love the way that you brought up Jason Tatum. It's the Leroy and Cerrone show. When we get back, it is Tatum's team now. Officially, there's no, 50-50 or who.
Was.
We are going to find out from Cerrone what do you think he has to do to kind of quiet the naysayers who say, you know what, I'm not sure if he can really lead a team all by himself. We'll talk about that next. It's a biggie, Music Saturday. It's 98.5 The Sports Hub. Or if there has been anything people have told you about listening to you, I've been told that when people hear me, and this is going to sound so messed up, it makes them want to go to sleep, and not in a bad way. They said it's like soothing, smooth.
Oh, you get that smooth jazz, the quiet storm voice.
I said, you know what? You know what?
Start doing voiceovers for like novels and stuff for like.
Nah, because then I gotta say some freaky stuff that I'm not trying to go there. Not at all. We got people calling in and trying to figure out some of the music we're playing, which is great. It's a biggie Music Saturday.
That's all right.
But let's get back to sports. Cerrone, we talked about it a little bit before we went to break. Mm-hmm. It's officially Jason Tatum's team now. Stop
that.
No.
Stop. It has been for 10 years.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
That's been one of the.
You tried to give it to Kimba. You tried to give it to Kyrie and Gordon Hayward. You tried to give it to Al Horford.
Yep.
You tried to give it to Jaylen Brown last year.
Yep.
And it's always been Tatum's team.
But the fact that you say, I'm talking about in general, most people, when they thought about the Celtics, especially with Jaylen Brown, it was split. I don't know. Not for you.
I've been telling you that for years.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but let's just be clear. It is without.
You got the people's champ, and then you got the real champ. How about
I hear
that?
you. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is
It's
now.
like giving the Patriots to Wes Welker.
It's now Jason Tatum's team. No, you know what it's more
Like his Bronx team. No, it wasn't.
No, you know what Jason Tatum versus Jaylen Brown is kind of like, and I'm not saying exactly. It was before we kind of got a clearer picture. Was it Brady or was it Belichick?
And what did I tell you then?
I know.
What did I tell you then?
You said it was Brady all day.
All right. Until Jaylen Brown's about to go to UNC now down 95. And then we're going to find out real quick.
Well, again, Jaylen Brown's out the picture, so it is officially Jason Tatum's team now. So,
people
Cerrone.
destroy me. So they think I'm the biggest Jaylen Brown hater.
Stop.
On the court, call me whatever you. Off the court,
The greatest.
the greatest Celtic of all time off the court.
Yeah. So,
The people's
Cerrone,
champ.
what does he have to do this season and beyond? Because you already said.
Ooh.
I'm talking about Jason Tatum. What does he have to do this season and beyond to silence the critics who say he can't carry a championship contender as the clear-cut number one option?
He just did.
What? What are you talking about?
He was the best player on that championship team, and they gave the awards to the people's champ. How do you average a triple-double in a conference final and they give the award to the other guy? And then say, well, Tatum's got to pick his game up. He gets a 35-point, almost triple-double again, and a closeout game against Luka Doncic on national TV, and they gave the award to the other guy.
And Cerrone,
we can't sit here and act like he didn't do anything and was carried by Jaylen Brown. But he's been carrying the Celtics.
I'm going to tell you what people who oppose what you're saying, they're going to tell you, well, Jaylen Brown was on the team, and so he assisted in that. And vice versa.
The people wanted Brandon Ayuk, too, to play wide receiver for the Patriots. How would that have worked out? Don't listen to the people.
Cerrone, without JB, you believe he can just continue to do the same thing? And what does that look like?
You need players around him. It's a basketball team. It's basketball. You need players around you. Yes.
Right.
Yes, you can't just be one guy out there. Even the greatest Jokic is, who I think is the best player in the world, the best player we've seen in years. Not having all-stars around him is the only reason this guy don't got 8 championships. He needs players. He needs help around him, yes. But to act like Jason Tatum all of a sudden can't get them over 500 is ridiculous. Come on. I just watched Jalen Brunson carry OG Anunoby to the ESPYs. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Jason Tatum was on his way to roast the New York Knicks before he tore his Achilles. That was going down as one of the great Celtic performances of all time before he got hurt. He was killing them. That team just won the championship. He's capable. I've seen him give Giannis 50. I've said this before. I've seen him give KD 50 in big moments. I've seen him just dominate elite talent. I've seen him destroy people in this league. People look at him nationally when he's healthy as a top 3 player in this league, and we're looking at him as the best American player in the sport. And now all of a sudden, we treating this man like he Paul George. It's like, it's not right. Like, what are we talking about it? We've seen him do. I've seen this man take Semi Ojeleye and Daniel Tice and Marcus Smart and Grant Williams to the conference finals.
Yep.
We've seen him do this already.
But I'm telling you.
And now you're telling me with Paul George and Mitchell Robinson, and Pritchard and Derek White, he can't do it again?
I'm telling you right now, Cerrone, you know this is true. Whether you agree with it or not, I'm not arguing that. But there are people who are going to say, all right, JB was a significant piece. He's gone. How is this going to impact JT's game? Do you see?
It
like,
won't.
I'm talking about just in general, Cerrone. If you had to guess what his stat line for the season will look like next season, what are you thinking?
It'd be crazy. Because now he's not sharing it with another guy that thinks he's the number one. Look what Jaylen Brown, when his usage went up, also, oh my God, look at this guy.
Right.
He didn't do anything different. He just had the ball more. And that's no knock on him. It happens around the league. Luka, and I'll say this, I'm not just jumping on Jaylen Brown. This is an NBA thing. The reason to me Luka doesn't win a lot, but statistically has a lot, is because he has a high usage rate.
Right.
He's been number 1 in usage, and he's got all these spectacular numbers. You get more highlights when you have the ball more. But when the playoffs roll around and the usage don't matter no more and he's bounced early, you're like, dang, he needs more help. He's just playing with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. What do you mean he needs more help? There's a lot of guys. Denny Advia that plays in Portland. He was in Washington as a backup. He was on the bench for the Wizards. He goes to Portland. There's nobody there. They get rid of everybody. Say, well, you run the show now. And then overnight, this kid jumps to a 27-point-a-game guy. Like, wait, what happened? His usage went up. He got the ball more. His numbers went up. He had a great play-in performance. He almost carries the Portland Trailblazers to the playoffs. And no one ever watches this guy play and know what he does well. He just gets to the foul line and has the ball a lot. That's an NBA thing. But then there's guys that don't need the ball that much. It can still give you 45, 50 points. Jason Tatum is one of them. He walked in. Jason Tatum, I think, including the regular season and playoffs, 24 games or something like that. No, it's something like that. And in the 24 games he played total, regular season playoffs, he had 14 games where he had double-digit rebounds. Jaylen Brown over the whole season had 12. He walked on the court first day and was the best rebounder in the building. That's your number 1 scorer. Then he immediately showed you why he's the best passer on the team. And then as the season got rolling on, he got to that Sixers series in Philadelphia. He showed you why he's the best offensive player on that team. And that's all coming off an Achilles injury. I'm expecting Jason Tatum to put up MVP numbers across the board. The only question to me about this team, if they're going to make a run for a title or not, because they're not done adding to this team. I think they can still do more things, is the health of Mitchell Robinson, the health of Paul George. That's it. That's all I'm concerned about. Because Jason Tatum, to me, elevates the Peyton Pritchards. He elevates Derek White. It's no shock that the minute Jason Tatum's not there, Derek White has his worst shooting season of his career. It was consistent from day one to the very end. He could not make a basket. Why? Because he didn't have that guy drawing attention, swinging him the ball in his sweet spot on time. He missed that guy. Sam Hauser, down year. Man, what was wrong with Sam? Just didn't get it going. Why? He didn't have that guy drawing attention, making the right pass to him, getting him his shot. Jason Tatum is the reason that Grant Williams was able to make money in the NBA. Find him open for the 3 at the top of the key against the Bucks. He's the reason Al Horford extended his career. I'm going to drive. I'm going to find Al Horford open for those 3s in the corner. He makes guys around him better. This year's Celtics team was, I believe, 27th in the league in assists and dead last in pace.
Yeah, dead last in pace. Yep.
That's what happens when you don't have a playmaker out there a facilitator that makes everybody better. Now you're gonna give him Paul George? Come on, now what are we talking about here?
617-779-0985 is the number. Let's go to Dawn real quick in Carver. Dawn.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Listen, I'm right on board with Cerrone's analogies, his trade analogies. I was around when Bill Walton came, and before he ever stepped on the court, I called him Frosty Feet. Okay? It's like, what are we doing here? And the next thing you know, a championship. Okay? I firmly believe that there is a very good chance that Paul George will be a building block in the foundation of a possible championship this coming year. I love Jaylen Brown. I love him as a person. I love him as a player. But between financial necessity and egos, he had to go. And unfortunately, the give back was disappointing to a lot of people.
Appreciate it, Don. I think we're giving Paul George a little bit too much credit. I'm not saying he's going to be terrible or horrible, but like I
don't think he's going to be what Jaylen Brown was.
Yeah. One more
I think
call.
he'll be a valuable. Go ahead.
One more call before we go to break. Paulie in the truck. What's up, Paulie?
Hey, what's going on, my man?
What's up?
Cerrone, I was with you. I was all about pouring cold water on this whole situation between the two, Brown and Tatum, and adding your Yablonus like you had recommended. I was all about it, and I was advocating for it. But, it didn't work out, and they ended up having to trade him because of the dissension that he was causing. This has been going on for years. Not going to the Olympics really, really put a ton of fuel on that player. That's really what sent him right over the edge, and he never really came back from that. I really can't say I blame him. I wouldn't mind I'd be miserable too. I mean, we're not talking Cucamonga. We're talking Paris, man. As AI would say, we talking Paris. I mean, to leave him on, he was arguably the best player in the freaking league at that point. The MVP coming out of the Celtics won the championship, all that stuff. He should have been the first one on that plane.
Hey, Paulie.
I can't believe the NBA
Paulie,
step up.
Did you?
That. But now,
Paulie, we got to go. We got to take a quick break. When we get back, more on the Celtics, Jason Tatum, Cerrone, please don't forget that thought you had. And then also, we got to talk about LeBron James. This man is back with the theatrics, but I have an opinion about it all that I would love to discuss with you all. 617-779-0985. He's Cerrone Battle. I'm Leroy Irvin. It's 9-Day-5, the Sports Hub. Only the late great Notorious B.I.G.
Perfect.
LeBron James got a lot of y'all hypnotized. Oh my God. LeBron James. He is a free agent. And he will not announce what team he's going to. Literally, like, you know what? Now, I'll tell you this. He's not coming to Boston. Apparently, he says he hates Boston. This is the word. He hates Boston. He would never play for Boston. Okay, that's cool. You ain't hurt nobody.
A cool thing to say.
Yeah,
This is a guy that played in Florida. Okay, I'm not even gonna go any further. There you go.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I said it before. I'll say it again. LeBron James is back with the theatrics. He's always making it about himself. It's a big deal. He's got to just make you wait, and it's getting on my nerves, to be honest. But on a serious note, Cerrone. Should we be a little bit more sympathetic toward aging athletes who struggle to know when it's time to call it a career?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
so. I think so because, look, we've kind of had the conversation about when people have things taken away from them that kind of make them popular, cool. It could be the cool kid in high school has that one moment, and once it's gone, it's like, I scored 5 touchdowns at a football game at Polk High. It's that one moment that just won't go away.
It was 4 touchdowns.
Four touchdowns. Polk High. So imagine if that's all you've been known about your whole life, and everything you do is, you're still scoring touchdowns, and then all of a sudden that thing is taken away from you, and you end up like what was that? Was it Minions? Despicable Me 2? What was the villain? He was a child star and he wouldn't let it go. I've been a bad boy. What was his name?
I can't remember.
He had the high top fade, looked like Cameo, but he wouldn't let it. He was a child star, and he wouldn't let it go, and he became a villain. But it's hilarious. But yeah, I think we should be, and I think we're seeing it with. You mentioned the Tom Brady situation, and some guys just don't want to let go of the attention. They don't want to let go of the eyes being on them, and they just kind of hang around until it's the Bill Belichick situation in UNC. Paul Feinbaum bring it up like it should be time. He should go. What are you holding on for? And it's like they get addicted to the attention. And to your point, should we be more sympathetic? Yeah, because none of us can turn social media off because of the attention. We can't do right now. If you say, "Hey, turn your phones off. Don't go on social media for a week."
Yeah.
Folks would be out here like a zombie apocalypse. You can't do it.
Go out and don't post about it.
Don't just go. It's a hard thing to do.
It's weird.
It's hard.
A lot of times, I know I've assumed that, well, if they got a lot of money and they're saved up, they should be good to go and walk away.
Not even money, man.
But we actually have heard stories and know of former athletes who they legit need help once they walk away from the game. They are in major trouble. I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about
mental.
One day they're in the airport and everybody loves them and knows them, and then they retire and nobody checks. No one says anything. And it sounds crazy, but when you're used to that, like you said, from an early age all the way through of having legit the spotlight on you, I don't know what it feels like to have a crowd of thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands screaming for you or against you, and to be used to that, and then one day all of that is over with. That's got to play some crazy tricks on your mind. And I wonder, I'm not saying LeBron James is going through this, but I wonder if that's part of it. You think so?
The whole reason to drag out this announcement again, he's done it before, is it keeps his name in the basketball loop. We talking about LeBron, where he's going more than we talked about the team that won the championship. Or Wemby, who was close to winning a championship. It instantly became the LeBron decision all over again for the summer. He's going to drag this out. I think he's going to go right up until NFL training camp when he knows the attention is going to switch from him and before he makes his decision. It's all about him. And the thing is this, no matter where he goes, they're not going to win the championship. So it's like, why are we focused on this? Why do we care? He's 41 years old. He's not contributing on the court. The numbers are there, but the winning isn't. He's going to go join another Hall of Famer, another All-Star, and run it back again in another city, another uniform. And it's probably going to be this farewell tour because it's probably his last season. But he's dragging this out for attention. It's all about him, not about the draft picks, not about nothing else, not about the champs. It's about him. And he's going to drag this out as long as possible. What did he say yesterday? Trust the process. He had some kind of fan thing. He ended it with trust the process or something like that. He's like, this dude, he's such a clown. But wherever he goes, they're going to be terrible. So I look forward to that part of it.
All right, we got to take a quick break. 617-779-0985 is the number. You're going to get your sports update. When we get back, it's time to switch things up. We'll talk about the Patriots. Plus, you'll get your entertainment report. He's Cerrone Battle on Leroy Irvin. It is 98.5, the Sports Hub.
From the Town Fair Tire Studio, the game is on the Sports Hub.
Goes to the backhand and scores. Two-hand.
It's too clean for that.
Really?
No, it's been bad. They literally told everybody to go in the house after a certain time the last few days. It's been 100 degrees on top of it. So, yeah, folks out here passing out.
The first day it happened and I walked out of work, before I knew what was causing it, I thought it was pretty cool. I said, man, I love this.
You started coughing, a little dry cough?
No, but then when I got home and I found out what was causing it, I felt bad. The next day, you could literally smell the smoke in the air. And, yeah, I was
it's
like...
It's not that bad here yet. Like, it's got as far as Virginia. Like, it's creeping in, but you can't... It's not as strong as what you guys are dealing with up there.
Wow, unbelievable. All right, y'all, it's time for the entertainment report. I don't know how I sung report in key with the bed before the bed hit. I did not plan to do that. That just happened to happen.
Natural.
It's a gift. Anyways, Tom Brady. Lord have mercy. Tom Brady, the wrestler, is about to be a thing. All right, so here's what happened. First, on a podcast Thursday, he said that he's hoping that the WWE invites him to join a match. Okay, cool. But then yesterday at Fanatics Fest, Brady was on stage, Cerrone, with Logan Paul. They had some words. I'll give Brady some credit. It looked serious. And then Brady slapped him. Oh, my goodness. You've seen the video all over social media. Apparently, Paul was heard saying, "Yo, get your boy. Get your boy, bro. Get your boy. Take that. Take him away. He's going to get himself hurt." Oh, wrestling. You know what? I was going to be extremely judgmental on Tom Brady, but then I remembered.
Every superstar, celebrity, athlete has done this.
Everyone, and at some point they were a child just like we were, and we were into wrestling too.
Yeah.
And if I had the opportunity right now to jump in the ring and take a hit, I'm doing it.
At WrestleMania? Of course you would.
I'm doing it. You get off the top rope, I will prepare to take the hit. So that's what's going on.
I remember when we were kids, it was a big deal when your favorite athlete jumped in the ring.
It was.
Lawrence Taylor, Karl Malone, Dennis Rodman, Mike Tyson.
I'll take it back.
It was a cool thing.
I remember the first time a sports athlete jumped in the ring that I remember that like really, really felt exciting was the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And that was like
WrestleMania 2?
Yeah, buddy. I said, oh, snap.
Ernie Holmes, I had to pull it up because I had the same thought where it was like, you know, it wasn't a gimmick thing. They just actually had big football players going up against, like, you know, Hillbilly Jim and Tony Atlas, who had Bill Fralick, Russ Francis, Ernie Holmes, Harvey Martin, Jimbo Covert, and, of course, yes, William the Refrigerator Perry.
That's right. Cerrone, do you remember the first wrestler to make you, like, fall in love with wrestling?
Yes.
Who was it?
It wasn't one wrestler. It was the tag team of Demolition.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was...
I was a big fan of the tag teams. I just love tag teams.
Mine was Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Paul Orndorff. My favorite wrestler of all time is Mr. Perfect. That's my favorite.
Cerrone, I did this yesterday. I spit my gum out and slapped it away.
Slapped it? The towel?
And Tina was like, what was that? And I had to explain. I don't even think about it
years
anymore.
of practice to get that right.
And it's automatic every single time now. I'm just chewing on slap it away. And I don't think of Mr. Perfect when I do it now. It's become a part of who I am. But it's because of Mr. Perfect.
Ask my sisters about the perfect plex.
Oh, man, you can't get out
my
of
execution.
it. Once you lock those hands, it's a wrap. It's 1, 2, 3. Simple. Simply perfect. Moving on, when it comes to music, guess what? Cassette sales are up. Vinyl sales are up. But the big number comes with what's going on with CDs. In the first half of 2026, 16.3 million CDs have been sold in the U.S. That's a 16% year-over-year increase. Apparently, Cerrone, it's being driven by young fans of groups like BTS and K-pop, but it's not exclusively to that. If you take away K-pop, there's still about a 7% increase in sales. Now, while many who are buying don't actually have CD players, a lot of the young people who are buying, they don't. Yes. Yeah, it's true. That, but they're saying CDs are now considered a collection item, meaning, you know, like the disc, the packaging, the artwork, and the purchase itself are what the young consumers are falling in love with. All I want to say, if you are doing that, I love it. Wait until these young folks find out that the audio quality is noticeably better on a CD than streaming.
Yep.
They're going to be like, oh my God.
Yep.
Vinyl too. I love to hear it. That's a phenomenal thing.
Crackling.
Oh yeah. And to
wrap, I'm sorry, real quick with the disc.
Yep.
They play them in the PS5s and Xboxes if you have the disc drive. They play, and I believe you can still download them. So you can take a CD, throw it in there, download all the music, and play as you're playing the game.
Oh, man.
Speaking like we used to do 20 years ago.
Speaking of PS5, I think Sony's attack on physical media is the thing that is getting people kind of freaked out, because you have something, and I own this now, and then the company goes, no, you don't. So I think that has kind of sparked this thing with, you know, a younger generation of going, well, how do I hold on to it? The answer is physical media, which is still a thing overseas. It hasn't been a thing here for a long time. But you talk about like BTS,
Yeah.
Korean music scene, Japanese music scene, physical media is still a thing. It never really went away.
That's right. I love it. And to wrap this baby up, as a matter of fact, Ryan, can you cut the music? Because what I'm hearing about this is simply that it's epic. I'm talking about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
On my way.
Is in theaters now, and just about every fan review that I've seen, fan reviews,
11:45 show.
they're saying it's a game changer, Cerrone, and it's must-see theater in theaters. Don't wait for it to, come out at home or whatever. Watch it on your TV.
I can stream it from this app that my boy gave me.
They're saying it is a game changer. You're going. I want to go. When I went to get tickets, the only tickets available were on those front row seats. And before we talk about the Odyssey, I need to hear 617-779-0985. I have never in my life run into someone who prefers that front row seat. Never.
I'll challenge that real quick. There's a movie theater chain. I think it's I forgot what they call it, but there's a theater here in Cary called Fenton. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of the name of the company that runs it. But most of their theater is the suites, like the box seats, and you can only get a chair on the side. But if you sit up front, their front is pushed way back.
Okay.
But they're sofas with ottomans. They're huge footrests, like queen-size ottomans. And it's like,
Ryan just
I want to sit
up
up front.
Ryan just, why does that irk you, Ryan?
That's not a movie theater experience. I'm just at somebody who has a better job and more money. They have a nicer home theater system.
It's a fantastic
ottomans.
setup.
You said ottomans.
It's like ottomans in like a giant footrest. It's like a living room in the front. But the way they did it, the reason most people don't sit there because you got to look straight up.
Yeah.
They built it so it's pushed way back.
Okay.
So you're looking straight at the screen like it's a TV. But there's only a few of them. People fight to get those seats.
Really?
That's the only theater I've ever seen where sitting up front is actually pretty cool. Everything else, take them seats out.
The traditional way, exactly. I've never met anyone in my entire life who says, let's hurry up and get in there and get the front row seats, or
that's the sneaking in seats.
Yeah, right.
Those are the ones you ain't paid. So you let's go catch the other show.
Or I'm gonna go and purchase my tickets online, and they have to be the front row. I really don't know why they exist. I don't. That's your entertainment report. Hold up, because I feel like I thought somebody was there that wanted to talk about it.
Yeah,
but anyway.
we had someone drop off, said it was worth it. Dark Sith Lord Middleton was in here this morning raving about the movie. She said it was scary, though. There were times where she was afraid.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say a lot of the movie is actually scary and very suspenseful.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're going tonight?
I'm going at 11:45 this morning.
Oh, please.
AM. That's the only seats I could get. It's sold out everywhere.
Who's going with you? The fam?
The whole family wants to go.
Please let me know. You know the deal. You're not going to give me any spoilers, but just let me know, please. Real quick.
Know the story. You mean spoilers?
Well, I mean, as far as what they've added and made it such a supposed spectacle, I want to know what's going on. Why
people saw Titanic? Don't tell me how it ends.
I just want to know why. It's like every review is just talking about it like it's the best thing ever. So I can't wait to go to see it. Anyways, moving on. Another thing that I can't wait to go see is the Patriots at camp. I'm looking forward to it. Patriots training camp. It's almost here. And there's going to be no shortage of storylines to watch. Cerrone, which one do you think will have the biggest impact on the team's season? Mike Vrabel's leadership in the wake of the offseason scandal, Drake May's continued development, or Christian Gonzalez's contract situation? Which one?
Drake May. It's always about Drake May. It's always about the quarterback. Scandal. You can get another DB. You can't get another quarterback. You can't get another all-pro quarterback. When you have an all-pro quarterback, you got a chance to win the Super Bowl. The end. It doesn't matter who the coach is, who's playing defense, who's catching the ball. All-pro quarterback is the reason we're going to show up at training camp in massive numbers next week. We're going to see who he's throwing to. We're going to see what defense is going to help and give him the ball back. It doesn't matter about anybody else except that young man right there from Charlotte, North Carolina, and Drake May. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I got Drake May as, the storyline to watch. I'm in agreement. However, I think it could possibly change only if somebody who's part of the off-season scandal decides to speak up and say something.
Here comes the 60 Minutes. You know the interview's coming.
If something like that happens, then listen, I have the right to change my opinion. But since everything seems to be very quiet, it seems as though most people, including myself, I've moved on.
That's the scary part, though. It's too quiet. Shout out to Mike Hurley, mentioned this yesterday on NBC. It's too quiet. You know, right before that Friday before the first season.
Oh no,
Oprah exclusive.
Oprah, dang,
Oprah exclusive.
Their situation's more like a Jerry Springer or Maury Povich type. Even though Jerry's gone, rest in peace, and Maury doesn't do his show anymore.
Maury,
I tried to go.
It better not be Maury. That'd be a mess.
I tried to go see Maury, and when I went to go to be a part of the Maury Povich show, the announcement came that he was done.
Oh,
and so I still got tickets to go see. The guy's name is Karamo. I swear, if you do your research, I forget what season. It's not the same. It ain't even up there on the level of Maury or Jerry. But myself, my wife, and my oldest son, you will see us in the crowd like crazy. It was so much fun. You got to go experience one of those types of shows before you go. But again, if somehow something else comes out during the season, then I'll change my opinion. But as of right now, it's Drake May.
You know what's weird though? I think even if something like that were to happen, I don't think it'd affect players today as it would have 20 years ago. These kids were born and molded by social media scandal.
Okay, Bane.
They were born in it. You merely adopted scandal. They were raised in scandal. These kids have been on social media scandals themselves. I don't think it'd affect them. I don't think it would bother them. I think something like, say, Spygate today. Let's say something like Spygate. I don't think these guys would care. I think these players are, I'm going to say immune to it, but I don't think it bothers them the way it did previous generations because they've grown up consuming nothing but scandal. I don't think it will bother them at all. Vrabel, yeah. The players, I don't think any of this has phased them at all.
Wow. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, speaking of Drake May, ESPN with a disrespectful ranking of Drake
Not just
May.
them. Not just them.
Yeah, it's been all over the place. Even there was one with Tom. Who had the Tom Brady joint? Had him like as the 9th or 10th best quarterback of all time.
Oh, hating Chris Sims.
Oh, I need to see him in the ring. WWE, make it happen. Sims versus Irvin. I will defend Tom Brady, but we got to talk about all that stuff next. It is a Biggie Smalls Notorious B.I.G. Music Saturday. He's Cerrone Battle. I'm Leroy Irvin. It's 98.5 The Sports Hub. This one goes out to you, and Sims. ESPN quarterback rankings list. But before we do that, let's go to the phone, Cerrone. We got Joey in Kingston. What's up, Joey?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
So, Leroy, I know Cerrone's going to see the Odyssey. Are you planning on seeing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, listen, it's a 3-hour movie, so you better bring 2 poo-poo platters this time.
Leroy, wait a minute.
When you
go ahead.
Said that story last week, I was hypnotized.
Really?
All I could picture, yes. I never known anyone to bring a poo-poo platter into a movie theater.
Yeah, man.
All I could picture was like that round table with the sterno in the middle, and you're watching the movie, and you're dipping the meat stick in and heating it up.
Well, here's how you do it. It's got to be wintertime, and the reason why is because you wear big coats. And
Jesus Christ.
No, I've snuck plenty of stuff, and especially booze when I was younger.
Oh, boy.
But anyways, so you're a Rocky fan like me.
Oh, yes.
I saw a promo yesterday. I Play Rocky. It's about Sylvester Stallone and how he wrote the movie script, and how the executives, they did not want him to be the lead character, and how he fought to get it. Because if he didn't do that, he wouldn't be who he is today.
Yes.
There'd be no Rocky IV. There'd be no way out.
Yes.
But it looks good. So take a look at the promo.
Oh, no. Joey, I've already seen it. I already seen the trailer. Actually, it was sent to me before it hit the streets. The trailer I'm talking about.
I didn't think it was real at first.
And I almost passed out. I'm about to pass out now. That's a movie. First night, I'm in the building. Do not play with me. Do not talk to me.
I don't think enough know the story. Didn't that lead to Godfather or something like that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think something about him doing Rocky, somehow, some way, is one way or the other led to Godfather. Like, there's a lot that came out of him doing that movie.
It's funny. Because of that trailer, I've been asking this question all week, and I might as well ask it now, too. Cerrone. Oh, hot fire.
We don't get that greatness.
You know why Rocky hits me so hard is because it reminds me of being a kid and my whitey tighties with my brothers and my sister watching Rocky on TV and jumping around, acting like we were in the ring and cheering him on like it was the real deal.
It's like watching your favorite fighter win the championship over and over again.
Rocky 4, y'all know that's my favorite. That's the one.
Greatest sports.
We were leaning forward on the couch like, come on, Rock.
You can do it.
Come on, Rock. Man.
Yo, we need somebody to do a what do they call the thing where they tally up the boxing, like the punches thrown and landed?
Yeah. That's
somebody needs to go through and calculate how many times were they hit in that fight.
That's one
and compare it to a real fight. Like, yo, let's just see how many punches were thrown and landed in this fight.
That's one of the things, Cerrone, that I hate about growing up is looking back and watching the Rocky movies and realizing their technique was horrendous.
Apparently, Drago knocked him down 7 times.
Like, come on, dog. Fight should have been over. No one keeps their hands up, and everyone's just throwing haymakers.
It's fantastic, though. The audio. Shout out to the audio team. Fantastic.
Oh, man. But
baby oil everywhere. Everyone's all glistening.
Cerrone, if Hollywood were to make a movie about your life,
oh, man.
What genre would it be?
Man, that's a good question. Oh, definitely a drama.
Drama?
Yeah, definitely be a drama.
And why is that?
It's just dramatic.
Ryan, I'm looking. So what would it be for you? For your life?
I would do like an old-timey silent movie. No dialogue, just music. And I would have like Jay and Silent Bob, like those film, like cards.
Your life should be made into a movie, and you're choosing a silent movie?
Yeah, I'm going to do a silent movie. I think that would be fun.
Oh, what was
because
Forrest
then it's all through my. I got to do everything through my expressions.
Ooh, what'd you say, Cerrone?
What category would you put Forrest Gump in? Is that like a comedy drama?
That movie bums me out.
I don't think it was a comedy. We just found it funny. But I don't think it was meant to be a comedy.
Yeah, I don't think it was intended to be funny.
I don't think it was, yeah.
I'm not saying my life is anywhere close to what Forrest Gump. We saw a lot.
Yeah.
But it was just ending up in like, how do we get here?
Yeah.
It would be close to whatever Forrest Gump is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be sci-fi because I've witnessed, I've dealt with like paranormal and just weird, unexplainable things throughout my life. I'm talking about from childhood on up to today. So that's what I would go with. But anyways, I know we got off a little bit off track. But anyway, 617-779-0985. Is this someone? Oh, okay. We got Steve on the phone. He's from Fall River. What's up, Steve?
How are you guys today?
Good. How you doing?
It's Saturday. There's always a little frivolity going on Saturday.
Okay.
A little off the track. That's part of the Saturday vibes.
Yep.
I'm thinking about everybody hand-wringing about what's going to happen when the Red Sox get some of their players back. Trevor Story, where's he going to fit in? Maybe Marcelo Meyer comes back. What's going to happen to these 4A players that are doing well in the system? That's a good problem to have. And I'm thinking back to the movie, the docuseries about the Patriots, the Dynasty. And I'm thinking to, I think it's McGinnis narrative.
Sorry, Steve. Try to call back. Your phone.
Breaking up.
Yeah, you were breaking up really, really bad.
Real quick to his point about guys coming back and people worried about chemistry. I think they're so confident. I think the whole team is confident. I think everybody's confident. I think everybody's itching to get back. All of a sudden now, my hand don't hurt that much. Coach, I'm good. Put me back in. There's a lot of guys out. When you're losing, that knee, that ankle. But now I think everybody's itching to play. I think everybody's confident. Everybody's pulling for each other. And I think everybody wants to be a part of it. So I don't think anyone coming back from injury or whatever is going to ruin chemistry or ruin what's going on. I think everybody is all in. You went from a situation to where we were just saying guys could have quit, guys could have given up, to where now everybody's pulling and fighting hard, and they can see themselves climbing the standings. They can see the finish line there. I think everybody wants to be a part of it, and I don't think anybody's going to come in and ruin. We're not going to look back and say, man, Roman Anthony coming back, he killed the momentum. He killed the vibe. Yeah. No, I think you're right. You don't. That's not a bad thing. Like you said, having guys like that come back and be a part of your lineup. So I don't think any of this is going to be ruined or hindered by that. They just have to figure out how to win games at home. And unfortunately, that's been a theme with all the major teams in Boston. I can't quite figure that out. Winning at home seems to be the hardest thing to do. But if they can figure out how to win games at Fenway, this team might have a shot at making the playoffs.
All right. Let's take one more caller before we go to break. Mike in Norfolk. What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. You were just talking about that I Play Rocky movie, and I didn't know if you're a big Rocky fan and Sylvester Stallone fan. I don't know if you ever saw the Netflix documentary he did called Fly.
I saw it.
He goes into a lot of detail in his whole life, but it's a hilarious story because, believe it or not, the Fonz from Happy Days, Henry Winkler, played a part in Rocky getting made.
Really?
And it's a hilarious story. So if you want to kind of laugh your butt off at some ridiculousness, go ahead and watch that documentary. It was hilarious.
Appreciate it, Mike. I have seen that, but it's kind of like evaporated from my mind because I haven't seen it in a minute. But I do.
It's still there.
It's still there, and I do remember getting the sense that he's also afraid of getting older.
Huh.
I got to go watch that again. Maybe that was me. I have no idea. Anyways, let's take a quick break. When we get back, as promised, Drake May, that list, disgusting. Oh, my God. Turn it up. There's no easy way out. Turn it up. There's no shortcut.
Patriots theme song.
There's no easy way out. Giving in can be wrong. I don't want to hey, if you're watching on YouTube, my favorite part when this song is played in the music, in the movie, is when it's him and Apollo in the flashback, and they're going
the strobes.
And for the record, Apollo let Rocky win the race on the beach.
Build his confidence.
Rocky didn't beat him. If you're watching, Apollo slows down and lets Rock win. Anyways, we'll be right back. There's no easy way out. No, sir, no, ma'am. There's no easy way out. Giving in can be wrong. Leroy Cerrone show. Cerrone, I'm out of breath. I am exhausted. Rocky does it to me every single time. Every single time. And this is why I am so excited for that movie to come out. I Play Rocky. Before we... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll just say real quick. The Godfather story was he was rejected for a role as an extra at the wedding when he goes back to Italy. He was supposed to be one of the guys. Sylvester Stallone was auditioning for the role as one of the guys that walked around with the shotgun. It was kind of like, and he didn't get the part. Wow. And that led him to writing the script for Rocky, the rejection of Godfather. And also, Jack Nicholson. It said Jack Nicholson and Dustin Hoffman turned down the role of Michael Corleone.
Thank God.
I don't know how that would look.
I'm
Dustin
happy.
Hoffman, I can see it.
Yeah, but I'm happy with what we got. I'm happy with it.
It ended up it always ends up like that. You just don't. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
It's been clear.
There's no shortcuts home.
Can I just explain?
I just want to know why.
I just got to explain why I do love that song so much, because for me, two of the most significant moments in movie history as a man that when I watch, they really hit me. Was it Rocky or Rocky 2? I forget which one, but when Adrian's in the coma, she has the baby, but she's like out of it. And Rock, he can hardly read, but he's by her side. He's supposed to be training, but he's like, no. And he's over there trying to read stuff to her, which is a beautiful thing to begin with. And then she comes to, she's good, and they have the baby and right there. And he's talking to her. Rock is, and Ryan, do you have the clip of what Adrian says to him? Listen to this. No,
I don't have a cue.
She goes, she's like, come here. Come closer.
This guy.
And she says, when?
Did the bells?
Every time that happens, I feel like I could go out and run from here to Florida.
Yeah, Paul's a pretty good name.
What about after the father?
Rocky Jr. Come on, you really want to do that?
Yeah.
AJ's the best I ever seen. You really done good.
You look so tired. Why don't you go get some sleep?
Oh, no, I feel great. Listen, I've been thinking, if you don't want me mixing with Creed no more, we'll make out some other kind of way, you know?
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
Leroy is floating right now.
Win.
What are we waiting for?
Let's
take this.
Let's go.
God, that is so freaking powerful, man.
They don't make them like that no more.
And then the reason why, no easy way
AI
out.
can't write that.
Because you got to remember that moment, and then you go to Rocky 4 before No Easy Way Out plays.
Can't win.
This is what happens when she's talking to him about facing Drago.
Change what we are.
Yes, you can.
You can't change anything, Adrian. All we can do is just go with what we are.
You can't go with what you are. Have you read the papers? Do you know what everybody says? It's suicide. You've seen him. You know how strong he is. You can't win.
It's cold-blooded.
Adrian.
That's cold-blooded.
One of the coldest moments.
No easy way out.
So that's why you guys got to understand my excitement comes because I think obviously the writing and all that is beautiful because it connects that moment. It connects both those moments to she believes, has faith, man, win. To you can't win. Oh. And then No Easy Way Out comes on when he jumps in the Corvette or whatever it was and he hits the streets.
When he stares back and snaps back and looks through the steps. Like he didn't even know that was in the script. Like what?
I'm going to say this right now. I hope to God I get to live a long time. But at my funeral, when it's time for the last viewing, I want No Easy Way Out playing.
Really?
There's no easy way out. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcuts home, baby. Let's go easy. No easy way out. Let's go to Rudy in Roslindale. What's up, Rudy?
Hey, man. I love your show. You guys are awesome. And I just wanted to say that I actually have a quote from the movie tattooed on my arm. No fear, no pain.
Rudy,
you remember that.
Rudy, I salute you. You are my hero. I will find you in Roslindale.
And I'm like, there's no way they're talking about
Oh, yes, Lord. I don't have a tattoo, and now he's just inspired me to possibly get one. I might get just win.
You can just win on one arm and you can't win on the other.
As a reminder. Cerrone, could you imagine your wonderful, beautiful wife telling you you can't win? And to think he still went out there and won. I would have lost.
He got CTE after, but he won.
He won. I would have lost.
He was a mess, but he won the fight.
If my baby girl don't believe in me, what's the point? I would have lost. And he still went out there.
I don't know. After he beat
and won
Apollo out that ring, I would have. I don't think I would have signed up in the first place. Like, you got that, champ. You watch your boy get beat out like that.
Let's go to Jimmy in Brockton. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy?
What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, set you on the Rocky one. The speech where he tells his son that's got to be the one that gets me, where he's like, "That's what winning's about." You know.
Appreciate it, Jimmy. He's so right. Powerful speech. His little son was a brat. Anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. We supposed to talk about Drake May. Drake May, there is no easy way out. You were MVP
They
candidate.
think you can't win.
Right. You can't win.
You can't win. That's what
you
they're telling
can't win. But when we get back, we gonna talk about
that's what they're saying.
how you win. Yeah, Drake May, you the champ though. We're gonna talk about it next, and also the players call and more. I'm sorry for taking things to the left. I really am, but that's what Rocky does. I appreciate it. Ryan, you knew what you was doing. You knew I would get triggered by that in a positive way. Let's take a break. It's 98.5 The Sports Hub. Mine.
Okay, no problem.
We were talking about Rocky. I got to go to Chris in Easton. Chris, what's going on?
Okay, sorry. So, quick story. I don't think you mentioned it. When they were making Rocky IV, Stallone insisted that Dolph Lundgren actually hit him for real to make the scenes more realistic. Mm-hmm. And Dolph was reluctant at first, but then he insisted. He ended up punching Stallone in the chest so hard that his heart bounced against his chest plate and swelled up. Oh. And Stallone was in the ICU for 4 days. He basically could have died because he was being an idiot, telling him to hit him for real. So I don't know if that's a weird little tidbit about that. I thought you'd be interested.
Appreciate it, Chris. That is crazy.
That's wild.
And the reason why I took that call about Rocky is because from what I've seen from Drake May, it looks like he might have been running up the White Mountains like Rock was in the mountains. Drake May might have been in a junkyard with a sledgehammer and just going up. Like, he looks
chasing
like he's
chickens.
Chasing chickens and catching them. Like, he's getting in shape. Not getting in shape. He looks he's bigger. He's stronger.
He's growing up.
Cerrone, when I look at this ESPN annual NFL executive coach and scout quarterback rankings,
you see why a lot of them get fired all the time.
I do. Sorry. Drake May at number 8 to me is it's unbelievable. Now, if I can just quickly give you the top 7. Mm-hmm. You got Josh Allen, number 1, Patrick Mahomes, number 2, Matthew Stafford, number 3, Joe Burrow, number 4, Lamar Jackson, number 5, Dak Prescott, number 6, Justin Herbert, number 7, and of course, Drake May, number 8, and just to finish it out, Jared Goff, number 9, and Caleb Williams, number 10. Cerrone, if we can all agree they missed the mark, I think we can. But are they way off base, or is just a slight miss?
It's way off, and they know it.
Where should he be?
It's content. I'm going to put Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is still the man. Even though I hate the Bills or whatever, Josh Allen's the man. He is who he is. No beef with Josh Allen being up there. And if this list is solely based off of what you did last season, mm-hmm. Drake May and Matt Stafford should be 2 and 3. There's no reason why the MVP and the runner-up should be at the back of the list. I'm putting those guys at the top. And then we're working our way down from there. To put Justin Herbert over Drake May is ridiculous. And the excuse is, well, his offensive line was banged up. So he doesn't have a good offensive line, so we don't use that against him. But Drake May gets a bad offensive line, we use it against him. Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow shouldn't be on anybody's top 10 list. He hasn't been good in 5 years. He was good a few years ago, but he's not compared to Weekend and Bernie's. They just drag him out there with those two receivers and hold him up and make him look good. Next thing you know, there's somebody else playing quarterback. He hasn't been relevant. The Bengals don't win any games. And with Joe Burrow, he was a terrible football player in college. He gets the 1 year where he gets Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. He breaks records. He gets drafted. We're going to give you the same guys when you get drafted. And when he's not there, the backup, Joe Flacco's going 45 points a game with the same receivers. But anyway, he's never there. I wouldn't put him there because they can't win. He's not hurt. He's hurt all the time. Lamar Jackson was hurt last season. He wasn't playing good football. Patrick Mahomes has had a year by year for the last 3 straight seasons, statistically, where he's got worse in every category for the last 3 straight seasons. And then last year, they were a 6-win football team, and then he gets hurt. But people are treating it like he got hurt in week 5. He got hurt. They were already eliminated when he blew out his knee. So, but his resume in the past, if you want to put him up there, fine. But if we're going by last season only, which most of them say they are, there's no way in the world I'm putting all those guys over Stafford. I'm not putting them over Drake May, and I'll reluctantly put Josh Allen up there. But they all had bad seasons, and it's funny how when they use the Patriots schedule against you, the first thing they say is, "Oh well, Lamar Jackson and Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, they all had down years." And then when the rankings come out, we're gonna put these guys ahead because they are who they are. It's like no. For Justin Herbert, here's the thing: they used Drake May. They said they put him down on the list because he wasn't great in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So why is Justin Herbert on the list if Drake May beat him in the playoffs and he was terrible and couldn't cross midfield?
It's true. Yep.
Why is he even on the list? Why do you have guys on the list that didn't even make the playoffs? Lamar Jackson didn't make the playoffs. Why did Lamar Jackson miss the playoffs? Oh, that's right. Drake May went into his building and beat him. That's it. That's exactly why he didn't make it. My fault. Why did Joe Burrow miss the playoffs? Dang. Drake May beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. And Joe Burrow wasn't there. He was on the sidelines. He was hurt. And it was Joe Flacco. So why are we putting him up there? It's a popularity contest. It's a name game. We got to promote those names. We don't want to give up on those names. It's the same thing I said last year. It's the same as the NBA with Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. They want to keep promoting those names because they're scared to let them go. And Caleb Williams being up there, why is he up there? If it's about playoffs, why is he up there? Oh, he had a great comeback. He was the reason they were down in the first place. He threw 4 interceptions. Why? What? So we can only use Drake May's playoff resume against him, but not everybody else's. Why didn't Matt Stafford, who was the MVP of the league, why did he get bounced quickly? He played bad in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't pick and choose. But going by last season, Drake May was the second best quarterback in football. He was a runner-up for MVP, and he was all-pro. And now you give him weapons around him all over the place. There's no way he's eighth best quarterback in the league. And you see why these executives and coaches get fired every 6 months in the NFL. I'm sorry about that.
Well, no, it's all good. We got to go.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. I wish we had another hour. We do not, but we're out of here.
We'll be here next week.
We'll be here next week. Y'all know the deal. Live good, eat good, and please show your fellow man the utmost respect. He's Cerrone Battle. I'm Leroy Irvin. Ryan, we appreciate you. We're gone. Turn it up. Got a story to tell.